So good afternoon, class. So for today's discussion, we're going to tackle about voltage. So first, of course, let's define what voltage is. So the voltage is the force in an electrical current that is measured in volts. So volts po was named after in honor of Alessandro Volta. So in our previous lessons, di ba nga? So we depicted voltage as, of course, the power which pushes the current para tumulak po siya in a circuit po, di ba? Meron po tayong illustration about that one. Actually, we got another term for voltage, which are, of course, what we call as the potential difference. Of course. Now next, another term for voltage, what we call as EMF or the electromotive force. So the energy transferred to one column of charge within a battery. So a battery with an electromotive force of 6 volts transfers 6 joules of energy to each column of charge. Meaning po, 1:1 po ang ratio po ng movement po ng joules na o energy ng isang column charge and of course isang volts. So pag may nabubot na 6 volts, may mag-move po na 6 joules of energy po. So 1:1 po ang kanyang ratio. Once again, si potential difference po is just the same as EMF and the same as well with the voltage. So isa lamang po ang kanyang definition. Okay pa? Now, 1 volt, the potential difference between points when 1 joule of work is done to move 1 column of charge between the joints. So just saying now, of course, once again, 1 volt is equals to 1 joule over a column. With that said, we derive the equation of V is equals to joules, which is the work done by columns or by electrons, over the C or electric charge. So, I hope na, of course, gets po natin sa ating voltage. Now, of course, for us to measure the voltage, we got what we call as the voltmeter. So, it measures the voltage po. Ano pa yung itsura ni voltmeter, class? So, it looks like this, class. So, ito po yung itsura ng voltmeter. Meron dalawang terminal. Yung passive terminal, of course, it's connected to positive terminal to voltage source and the negative is connected to the negative source. So, yung isa sa mga classmates niyo may ganito, voltmeter. So, of course, you may use this voltmeter to know if there is a volt or current that is flowing within the circuit. Okay pa? And of course, you can measure yung volt na dumadaloy po sa loob ng isang circuit. So, I hope man yun si voltmeter and of course, si volts. Now, we have established the definition of current. Once again, current is the amount of electron flows within a circuit. Resistance is yung pag-reduce o pag-resist ng amount ng flow ng current in a circuit. And lastly, si voltage, yun yung energy o potential difference sa pag-flow sa loob ng current sa loob ng circuit. Now, we have established those three. I can now introduce you to our next topic, which is the Ohm's Law. So, in Ohm's Law class, let's play this presentation. Ito. Now, in Ohm's law, it was proposed by George Simon Ohm. So, it states that electricity strengthened in the direct current of directly proportional to the potential difference and inversely proportional to the resistance of the circuit. So, tandaan po natin itong si ating illustration na ito, diba? So, habang dumadaan si current, meron po tayong resistance, nag-resist ng, of course, ng flow ng current within the circuit. So, pag mas mataas si resistance, mas mababa po si ating current. Ulitin natin yung relation dalawa. Pag mataas yung resistance, mas mababa ang current. Okay pa? Of course, pag mas taas ang voltage, mas tumataas ang, of course, ampere. With that being said, ang formula na ginagamit po ng ating Ohm's law will be the IVR. You can actually have your, maggawa ng triangulation method using this one in this form para matandaan ninyo na. Take it, drawing tayo dito. So, meron tayong triangle here. Ayan. So, dito si I, si current, VR. So, si current po, meron po tayong unit dyan, standard unit na A or amperes as we discussed. So, minsan, amp po ang nakalagay. For the voltage, we got letter V. Or once again, sometimes natawag po si voltage as potential difference or PD. Resistance naman po is always measured in ohms. Maliwanag po. So, you need to derive multiple solutions or formula rather using this triangulation. If you're looking for the current, of course, you need to divide voltage over the resistance. If you're looking for the resistance, you need to divide voltage over the, of course, current. If you're looking for the voltage, you need to multiply current and, of course, the resistance. So let's try to calculate an example of this one for a while. Sample problems. Now, so a light bulb is plugged into a wall outlet of 220 volts. It uses 0.68 amperes. So what is the light bulb's resistance? Let's try to answer this one all together. Let me just open my notes for a while. There you go. Once again, the first given that we have here is the volt. So we got the volt here. It's equal to 220 volts. And we got our ampere, which is denoted in letter I. 0.68 amperes. Now we are looking once again for the ating resistance. According to our formula class, diba? So, I, taas yung V, and of course, R. So, we're looking for the formula of R. With that said, the formula of our R or resistance would be V over I. So, let us, lagyan lang natin yung value doon sa ating variable. So, we got 220 volts over 0.68 amperes. So, just put this one on your calculators, class. Let me just open mine for a while. So, that is close. 220 divided by 0.68. Let me just open my settings. And that would be for a while. $323.53 ohms. So, it's pretty big na ating resistance sa ating system. It's because, of course, directly po siya plug sa ating outlet, and it has really small current. So, of course, you would expect na mas mataas si kanyang resistance. So, I hope na malinaw po si ating first example with this one. Okay, let's now proceed to another example once again for a while. How to do this one? Okay, so let's read. So, a flashlight bulb is labeled to use 1.77 amperes, and its resistance is 1.60 ohms. What voltage is the light bulb rated for? So, we got our first given muna. So, one is, of course, the amperes, which is denoted in letter I. 1.77 amperes, and of course we got our resistance, which is once again 1.60 ohm. 1.60 ohms, and we're looking for the voltage. So according to our triangulation po ng formula, once again IVR, for us to get the value of voltage, we need to multiply the current and of course the resistance. So let's just put the values in. 1.77 multiplied by 1.60, and the value of our voltage is 1.77 times 1.60. That would be 2.832 voltage. So, don't forget to put the unit class na importante yan. So, pag walang unit, syempre, mali po ang ating magiging sagot. Okay pa, maliwanag sa ating second example. Next example, let me just erase this one for everyone. Okay, so the resistance of dry human skin is about 5,000 ohms, and wet, sweaty human skin is about 1,000 ohms. So, How much current passes across someone's finger if they touch the leads of the 9-volt battery when their skin is wet and dry? So meaning, excuse me, we will get the value of, once again, the voltage for both wet and dry. So voltage, let me just, sorry for this one. To zoom, I can zoom in pala dito. Yan. Voltage for wet and voltage for dry. And of course, once again, we got our initial values, di ba? Ang ating current na dumaan sa kamay natin is, of course, for a while, napindot ko ata. Ayan. So, current is, ayan, for a while. Oops, sorry. Current pala yung pa rin dito. Apologize. Pindot ko siya. Current wet, current dry. We got our first volt. Si 9 volts ang dumaan sa ating kamay. While our resistance ng wet would be 500,000 ohms. While the resistance ng ating dry is, ano ba? Oh, baliktad. Sorry. How to do this? Yan. This is dry. And this is wet. So, 1,000 ohms. Okay na. Established na? Okay, tama. Now, we got our given na nailagay na natin siya. So, of course, we need to look for the value muna ng ating dry skin. So, let's put the RD. Of course, of 500 and 1,000 ohms and volts of 9 volts. And we're looking for the ID. Of course, if we're looking for the current, once again, according to our triangulation formula, it's just the voltage over, of course, ang ating resistance. So, the voltage over resistance, we will just put the values in over 9. Of course, the ating ID would be 500,000 divided by 9. Oops, sorry. Baliktad pala ang aking sinulat. Apologize. Ito na value pala. To do this. 9 pala dito. And then 500,000. Okay. 9 divided by 500,000. So, maating bongga ang ating value, no? That would be 0.000018 amperes. Okay po tayo dito. Since we already got the value for our resistance sa ating for current, if tayo ay mayroong wet, dry skin, let's now go to our wet. To ating wet skin naman po. Now, so I wet is equals to voltage over R wet. Now, so ating voltage once again is 9 volts according to our formula. Taas si ating voltage. And of course, ating resistance in wet skin, wet and sweaty, would be 1,000. Now, let's just calculate this one on your calculator class. Divided by 1,000, that would be 0.009 amperes. So that is these are your answer. Okay pa? So, as simple as that. Next, so another flashlight bulb is rated to use 0.3 amperes and has the resistance of 4 ohms. So, how much the voltage does this bulb used? So, simple lang po ito. Let's clear strokes. Ayan. For a while, once again, according to our triangulation, IVR. So, we're looking for the voltage. We got our ampere, 0.3 amps, and resistance of 4.4 ohms, 4.0 ohms, okay? So, of course, you just need to multiply this one according to our formula, diba? So, pindot. So, voltage is equals to IR. 0.3 multiplied 4.0, that would be 1.2 voltage. That is the final answer. Once again, don't forget to put the the unit, okay? So the stereo speaker has a resistance of 8 ohms. So when it is operating at full power, exactly at 100 watt, it uses 35 volts of electricity. What is the current drawn by the speaker? Let's try to answer this one. So once again, lagay si ating formula here sa taas para hindi malilimutan. So we got the resistance of 8.00 ohms and of course the voltage of 35 volts. Ayan, tama ba yung value natin? And we're looking for the current, okay? So just simply I over V, ayan, V over R, that would be 35 divided by 8. Okay pa? And then of course use your calculator. 35 divided by 8. And that is 4.375 amperes. So that is your final answer. Okay pa? I think second to the last na lang yun. So next. So a toaster is plugged into the wall of 20 volts. So it uses 14 amps of the electricity. What is the resistance of the toaster? So once again, we are looking for the resistance and of course the current and the voltage are already given. Let's draw IVR. So we got our first value, which is the voltage, 120 volts. We got our ampere, or we got our current, which is 14 amperes na. So and then we're looking for the resistance o yung ohms natin. So of course, for us to get the resistance once again, so resistance equals to voltage over ayan, current na. So 120 divided by 14, use your calculators, guys. 120 divided by 14, that would be ayan, 8.57, and that would be ohms. Okay po tayo dito. Now class, in rounding up ng ating decimal points class, if it has long string of numbers, so pang hundreds lang po kukuhanin natin. Maliwanag po, hundreds lang po kukuhanin natin. If it has only 3, pag yung final answers may 3 na decimal places po o nasa thousands, include everything po sa ating final answer. Okay po? So next and last example, that would be this one. So to clear this one, yan, lagay natin si Ande pa, di ba wala sa ating isipan to kasi magiging friend yan until sa ating examination, sa ating let. So a motor in a radio control car uses 72 volts and draws 14.4 amperes of electricity. What is the resistance of the motor? So we got the volt I 7.2 volts and then amperes, which is na 14.4 ampere, and we're looking for resistance. Okay, so once again, resistance is just simply V over I, 7.2 divided by 14.4, diba? So natin 7.2 divided by, and that would be 0.5 ohms. Okay pa? So that is your final answer. Class, I want all of you, of course, to be practice on how to manually compute, divide, and multiply in decimal point. So, kindly practice that one at home. Baka anytime sooner, magkaroon po tayo ng activity and manual computing. Okay pa? So, I hope na malinaw po sa ating ohms law. And thank you very much for listening in this recording.